welcome to another video. Following my ride with Richard Lake last weekend, he showed me how to use the GoPro voice activation. I just used it to turn the camera on. You just go GoPro and then you say a word like start or stop and then recording. Got to be careful not to say it properly like Alexa. So I still say it now. I say GoPro, stop recording. I'm back. How clever is that? I kind of knew it was on the camera, but I'd never looked up how it worked or how to set it up. So thank you, Richard. It will make life much easier. Saves messing around looking for a button to press, especially if you've got winter gloves on. Just say start and stop. It's brilliant. So today it's getting a bit cold again. Much colder than yesterday. And tea time. I'm just heading out doing a bit of a test actually, and I created a short route, 10-mile route in Kommot, and the idea is to show the turn-by-turn direction that you get with a Kommot, a route I put my teeth in, a route created on Kommot. Try saying that, it's quite hard. A route created on Kamoot. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a few turns, see what it comes up like, and it's an answer to a couple of people who have asked questions about using turn by turn. Personally, I know it's handy, it's not essential, it's handy I guess. Oh, got a hill. Why have I started talking to you? I'm coming up a hill. Oh, that's the hill done with. So yeah, I'm just going to show you on screen now a couple of screenshots, screen video of what's on the Wahoo Bolt using the turn by turn when I come up to a junction in a village. Shows you what you see in terms of road numbers, etc. If you was in town, you get the road name rather than A607, so I guess it's quite handy to know you're definitely on the right road. We're coming up here, I'm about to go off-road, and what I've actually got is just a distance. So obviously this being just a farm track, the track itself, Kommot found that okay, and it just gave you a distance. Actually there is thing it tells you. Just went off screen there, but what it actually showed you was the distance to the next turn, which was actually I think Frinkley Lane, which I think is one of these tracks off road, not quite sure. So I guess if there is a named track, then it will tell you. So that's quite clever. Oh, it's windy. Into the wind now, I don't know if you can hear that. So as you can see, I'm off road, and what I've now got, you can see the left turn, the normal breadcrumb trail that you get, but at the top here you can see we've got a distance, 636 feet. So I guess that's quite handy, so you know in advance how far physically you are away from a turn. Seems to be reasonably accurate. I think it might be sort of 50 to 100 foot out, judging at what a couple of turns I came up to earlier in the ride, but it's still a reasonably good guide, and I would imagine whatever degree it is out would be quite consistent, I would think, and you soon get to know. So yeah, quite impressed with that. Okay Google. Ooh, not okay Google, is it? GoPro, stop recording. So I've just taken the left turn that was shown on the map on the breadcrumb trail. So this is what I'm now getting. So back to the breadcrumb trail at the turn, and shortly after the turn it told me I had 0.6 miles to go to Drift Lane, which is the next sort of main section of road, I guess. quite tricky riding along here in this mud with one hand and the camera, which reminds me that some of you may remember that I won a GoPro mouth mount from Francis Cade as a giveaway, and I still got to do a video about it. This would have been an ideal place to have shown you that and how it works. So I haven't forgotten, I will be doing a video. It's a bit tricky here. I've had quite a lot of rain in the last week, so it's a little bit of a mud bath down here today. What was so bad, but I washed my bike last night. Oh. So I'm just coming up now to the end of this section, and hopefully you'll just see that the sun's getting in the way, I think, but you can see we're about to turn left onto West Street in 142 feet. Now we pause. Takes off the screen, but there you go. So I say that in front there, this is West Street, just in front here, and I think that was closer than 140 foot. So like I said earlier, I think that's about a 50 or 60 foot out. So what I've actually done on the route, I've set the end of the route just across the road, just here, so you can see on the screen. I'm going to come to the end, and I've got a distance there, 154 feet. So the actual end, just across that road at the pub. I'm not going to the pub, but it's just where the end is. So that was a quick guide to how Kommot displays turn-by-turn instructions. I think looking at online comments, there's a few people that think Strava, particularly those who are paying for the subscription, should get turn-by-turn instructions on routes you create in Strava. I think my experience of the two together over the past couple of months, I've created routes on them both, and I think I prefer Strava in terms of actually creating the route unless I'm going off-road. Kommot seems to recognise some off-road bridleways and tracks much better, but on-road I prefer Strava for creating the route. It's a bit easier, but in terms of moving them over, I don't know why this is, but if I create a route just before I go out, it connects to Strava virtually instantly through the Wahoo app, and you can get the Strava route on your phone pretty quick. Kommot might take 5 or 10 minutes, so I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's a little bit of an annoyance. But if you create the routes in advance, then it's fine, it's not a problem at all. Quite a nice little cycle path. There should be more like this. So if you found this video useful or interesting, please subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, thanks for watching. See you again in a few days' time. Bye for now.